Good afternoon, nomads and nomads at heart. Stevie Murdoch, the van life chef here. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a very simple French style cuisine. That's just ratatouille. I'm sure everyone's heard or seen the movie with the little chef in his hat. They make it very complicated, slicing everything on a mandolin, but I like the more country style ratatouille where you just cube everything and saute it up. It has eggplant, zucchini, onions, garlic, tomatoes, and very simple aromatics. Just bay leaf, thyme, salt, and pepper. This is one of my favorite dishes from my youth. I cooked it constantly, but one of my favorite parts about it is that it gets better with time. So as I cook today, I'm making a little bit larger batch so that I can have some for tomorrow and hopefully the next day. So nomads, let's hit that stove. First thing that I would like you to do is to cut up your eggplant and get it seasoned with a little salt so that any of the excess water in the vegetable comes out. This makes it a lot easier to saute in a pan. So we're just going to do medium dices here. Once it's cubed, go ahead and grab a colander with a bowl underneath. I'm using my enamel pot. That's all I have. And put the eggplant in the colander. And as you fill it up, you're going to layer in, oops, my locks are still on from driving earlier. You're going to layer in some basic kosher salt. Not too much, you don't want to over salt this, but just enough where the vegetables' cell membranes will open up and start leaking out that moisture. So like I said, start layering it in. You can also do this with paper towels underneath it and then press it. I like using this method because I can just walk away and keep prepping my other stuff. First thing you're going to cook is the onion. So get that prepped up first, medium dice, and as soon as you get it cut up, go ahead and throw it on. Make sure that when you are putting the onion on the pan, make sure the pan is hot, and then add your oil. Make sure you got a nice shimmer there, and then add in your onions. We're not trying to caramelize these at all. We're just trying to get them to that translucent stage to just before getting cooked. Okay, add the onion. Make sure you hear that noise. Beautiful. Always season your vegetables as you go. Each addition that we're going to add will add a little bit more salt and pepper. The onions really like to have that flavor in there too. Okay, next we're going to do the peppers, so get those cut up. With the peppers, I'm going to leave them a little bit bigger because I like to actually have a little crunch with my peppers. There's a little bit of mold in this one, but have no fret. A little mold inside of a vegetable isn't always a bad thing. Don't let it scare you, and don't let it make you throw away a perfectly good vegetable and waste. Please don't. Onions are looking good. Now we're shooting for about 3/4 of the way done, remember, because we're waiting. We're gonna just pre-cook all of these and then combine them together at the end to make the stew. Once your eggplant has been sitting in the salt for about 15 minutes, go ahead and pour them off into a different container. The liquid in the bottom of the pot, just take to your gray water tank, aka your sink. And return the colander to whatever vessel of holding you had. That way you can add the onions to that colander. Darn. Return the pan back to the fire and add a little bit more oil. And wait until that oil has heated up again. Same thing with your peppers, only 3/4 of the way. Once they're done, we're going to add them in the same colander with the onions, let them sit, and then we'll add the zucchini. The last step we'll be doing after the eggplant will be to add tomatoes, garlic, tomato paste, deglaze the pan, and then our aromatics. Now, traditional recipes call for a tomato that's been concassed. Concassé is a term that means to peel and de-seed the tomatoes. This is a traditional method meant for royalty, so they wouldn't get the skins and the seeds stuck in their teeth. I don't care. I'm not going to do it. But concassé is typically small dice. We will still do that. Zucchini, take that out. Oh, trying to get it all over the place. Boom. Turn that pan back to the stove. Got some stowaways here. And add some more oil. It's time to add about 1/2 tablespoon, because we're going to put the eggplant in. And the eggplant, once it gets that oil, touches that oil, it absorbs it right up. But adding that salt in the beginning helps a little bit with that. Not too much. This time we're going to add just pepper and no salt, because it's already salted. Eggplant's done. Let's pull that aside. Okay, return to heat and add more oil. Okay, now we're going to add the tomatoes. So we added the rest of the vegetables into this lovely dish. We added our bay leaf, our thyme, salt and pepper, and we're letting it simmer down. Shouldn't be making too much noises, but the noises it should be making are nice and bubbly. I wanted to show you why we use the colander there. See all that grease? It's not as much as it usually is. It's because I went a little bit lighter on the oil for each vegetable addition. That makes it so that our ratatouille is less oily and stodgy. Well, nomads, once that ratatouille has simmered for about half an hour, It will get nice and stewy consistency. Add a little bit of honey or sugar to balance out that acidicness of the tomatoes. Salt and pepper as needed. Plate it up, and there you go. You have a beautiful ratatouille. You can serve this on its own, or with some polenta and pork chops, chicken, whatever your little heart desires. But as for me, I'm going to be just eating it plain. Thank you so much for cooking with me, nomads. I hope that you enjoyed your ratatouille dish. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Remember, if you liked this, make sure you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Share it with your friends, whatever you need to do. I appreciate you so much. Remember, I am Stevie Murdoch, the Van Life Chef, teaching you to cook anything, anywhere, often in a tiny size. Enjoy your ratatouille. Yum, yum.